Hey guys, it's Isaiah PLG here, and today I came over to my buddy's house, Tanner PLG, to look at his game room and some of his games. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good, good. So we're basically just going to look at your games and you pull out some of your favorites. So
Okay.
Let's start with, how long have you been collecting?
I've been collecting for about 3 years. I started with Super Nintendo and N64. Those are my two primary, departments for collecting. So.
Nice, nice. Let's go ahead and start with Super Nintendo and 64 then.
Alright, sounds
Alright,
good.
let's get to it. Alright, so let's move into your favorite Super Nintendo games. So what would be number 5 on this list?
My 5 favorites. Number 5 would be Earthbound. Earthbound, definitely a favorite of mine. A great RPG. Very heartwarming storyline. It really makes you think about life and all that stuff. It really hits you in the feels, hits you deep. Really good one. Kind of trippy too. There's some trippy moments that make you feel like whoa, what's going on? Did I just drink some tea with LSD in it or something? And that's kind of what happens. It makes you feel that way.
I've never got the chance to actually play Earthbound myself, but I know it's really up there in a lot of RPG collections.
Yeah. Very highly valued, obviously. A lot of people know that it's one of the rarest Super Nintendo games out there, so. And it's definitely worth it, too. It's a very good game.
Alright, so number 4 on Tanner's list.
Number 4, Super Mario World. Super Mario World, this guy loves this game.
Yeah,
too,
that's
for
one of
sure.
my favorite Super Nintendo games.
A lot to say about that. A great platformer, great music, classic. All Mario games are wonderful. The platforming is excellent. Very well made. Very solid game.
Awesome. So number 3.
Number 3, Donkey Kong Country, number 1. Magical series, one of my favorite series of all time. I love those games. So fun. The music is even better, I think, than Super Mario World in those series. I really like the music. It was expertly crafted. I love the art, too. The art was awesome.
I only got to play the first Donkey Kong Country, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Number 2 on Tanner's list.
Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh, 2, okay. So you
Yes,
actually like that
yes.
one more than the first one?
Yes, I do, yes. I really liked, the atmosphere of that game felt really awesome to me. I really liked it. The music was even better yet, I thought, and the levels, it was a very challenging game. I think it was the most challenging out of the 3 in the series, to be honest.
And now, the big number 1. What is your favorite SNES game?
The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, for sure.
Classic.
First video game I ever remember playing, along with Pokemon Red. Those are the first 2 video games I ever remember playing.
It's a lot of nostalgia there.
Yeah, I played that game for countless hours. Oh man, where do I even begin? I remember I cried one time because I accidentally deleted my brother's save file off the game,
man.
and I felt so bad. So I played for the whole day to try to get the progress back, and it was, I don't know. I felt bad, but it was fun, whatever. Great game.
And that's a game that you actually still play to this day, speedrunning.
Yes, I love it so much. I wanted an excuse to keep playing it, so I started speedrunning it. So I've been doing that for about 1.5 years.
And what's your current any percent time?
1 hour and 28 minutes and 30 seconds.
Beat that game in 1 hour and 28 minutes. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Never thought you'd do that back in the day.
No.
Alright, so that's Tanner PLG's favorite SNES games. Now we're going to move on to his 64 games.
Okay.
Alright, so let's do it, man. What would you say is your top 5 favorite 64 games, starting with number 5?
I'd have to say Diddy Kong Racing is really high up there. Diddy Kong Racing. Probably my favorite racing game of all time, and one of the biggest reasons is there's no rubber banding in that game like there is in a lot of racing games, like Mario Kart 64, for example. So you could just lap the AI, and it felt so good because you could dominate so hard if you were actually skilled with the game. So yeah, and
those planes were hard though.
Yeah.
Using planes in that game was hard, I thought.
Planes. What I thought was the hardest was the hovercraft.
The hovercraft.
Yeah. But my mom It's funny, I used to, every time my mom took me to Blockbuster when I was a kid and Mammoth Video, I always wanted to rent that game, and I just like, to this day, I wonder why she never bought me the game, because she spent so much money renting it for me.
That's funny. Alright, so you're number 4 then.
Number 4, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Definitely really high up there.
Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's a mature, funny game.
Yeah, that game is hilarious. Funniest game I've ever played, I'd have to say. It's amazing. The humor in that game, it's adult. Everybody knows it's adult, but it's like, it still has such a wide range of different humor and jokes and stuff like that. It's really awesome, and it's a solid platformer too.
Have you actually beat that game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That game was very fun. One of my favorite platformers for sure of all time.
Nice. So, number 3.
Number 3, Super Smash Brothers. You and me have played that game a lot.
That's a classic. Started the series.
Oh yeah. And I used to play that back when it first came out with my cousin all the time at my cousin's house, you know, playing co-op against robots, you know, whatever, beating them up together. It was awesome. And, you know, same thing with him. We usually go against each other when I play with him.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character in that game?
In 64, I play a lot of Link. I really like Link in 64.
I think my favorite is probably Pikachu.
Pikachu, yeah. You play him a lot in Melee too.
Yeah, kind of,
Alright, so number 2 on the list.
Number 2, Ocarina of Time, for sure. You know, everybody has a lot of loving memories with that game, because it was the first 3D Zelda that came out, you know. It was very, very solid game, very amazing. Everybody spent like a lot of time with that who enjoyed the series.
There's a lot of people that say that's the best game ever.
Yeah, the best game. Yeah, it pretty much is. It pretty much is like one of the highest rated games ever, I think.
There's a lot of nostalgia there, for sure.
So
what do you rank above that then, at number 1?
Well, a lot of people probably disagree with me on this, but I personally had a lot more of a heartwarming time with Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask, when that game came out, I dug it so hard. I spent so much time playing that game. It was so amazing.
Majora's Mask. I played it. It was alright. I couldn't get past the fact that I had to keep restarting all the time.
That's kind of what I liked about it. It's like you had like this Groundhog Day type idea, type feel to it, like you're reliving, trying to do things perfectly, trying to do things quickly so you can get everything done before the 3 days runs out.
Yeah.
I don't know, just added a totally different type of depth to the gameplay. Alright, well, there you go. There's my top 5 Nintendo 64 games and my top 5 Super Nintendo games. How do you like it?
They were good, man. I hope you guys all enjoyed coming in and watching it. Thank you, Tanner, for having me, man. Showing me your games.
Anytime.
Hopefully we'll come back and we'll do some of your other collections, like your PS1 back here, or GameCube, man.
That would be cool. Sounds good.
Alright, you guys take it easy.
Peace.
Hey guys, I just want to thank Tanner again for letting me come to his home and film his collection and game room. I had a lot of fun doing it. You guys can keep up with Tanner both on his YouTube and Twitch, which I'll put links to in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.